Hey, thanks for stopping by BiditBillit. I'm Randall. This video is for the first-time user. Once you've gone to the Apple App Store, downloaded the BiditBillit app, I'm going to show you how to set up your contractor profile, upload a custom logo if you have one, add your first customer, create your first invoice, customize email messages, and a couple other things. Now, I've added chapters to this video so that you can toggle back and forth in case you need to spend more time in one area. Hopefully that helps you get through the video, and thanks for stopping by BiditBillit. I'll start from the beginning. Launch the BiditBillit icon app. The first setting you want to go to is the fourth one down, called Settings Contractor Profile. This is where you'll set up your information, so your company name, phone number, email. It will be the second one down, called Contractor Profile. Click on that. You can use either your typewriter, or if your Siri recognizes your voice very well, you can also just add this with your name. Type in whatever your address is, your state, and all I'm doing is clicking. When I finished one area, click to the next, and it has your zips, all your information. You can type anything you want. And then, of course, any emails. And I'm doing this in real time so that you can see about how long it takes to set each individual area up. This is just normal typing so that there's no surprise. You can also add company name, Jim's Handyman. And then if you have like a tagline, "We're the best," you could add that. And if you charge state sales tax, you can add that in at the bottom at whatever percentage that you need to collect for your particular state. Once you finish, super important to remember, you have to click on Save Profile button at the bottom. If not, it defaults back to whatever was there. So if it was blank, it'd be blank, and whatever if you put something in before. So make sure you save it and OK that here. That is set. Unless you need to change that in the future, it's set forever. Okay, let's go back, upper left-hand corner. Next, if you have your own custom or your own logo for your company, you can change that right here. The default is BiditBillit, my company. But simply click on the BiditBillit logo at the bottom. It will immediately bring up your photos. The first time, I believe, it asks you to access your photos. Then you bring up your photos, go find your logo, any JPEG or PNG file, maybe even a TIFF, I believe, will work. For our purposes here, let's choose the Fix-It guy. Okay. Make sure you save again. So there's a little warning that says save that. So say OK. Upper right-hand corner, save. Now, when you print an invoice, your custom logo will be on each individual invoice. So it does support PNGs, TIFFs, and JPEGs. Okay. Let's go back, upper left-hand corner. The only other option you have in here, actually there's two more options. You can customizable editing is off right now. That means you can customize categories, which I'll show you later, but I'm going to turn that on for now because I want to show you how to customize things later. And then let's say you run specials or seasonal messages that you'd like to have people notice. You can customize in your invoice a message. Hey, price is good for 24 hours, 10% off with cash. Seasonal, Easter, Christmas, whatever message that you want, summer or specials. And once you save that, that will show up on your email message. So for now, your contractor profile is set up, your logo is set, and the editing is on, and also we put a customized email message. So let's go to the upper left-hand corner and go back. Next, you'll need to add a customer. Each time you add a new customer, they stay as long as you save them. So I have one here, but let's add a new one. So upper right-hand corner, Add new customer. Let's just call it Jane Doe. Yes Street. And again, doing this in real time so that you see this. St. Cloud. Let's just say Minnesota. Oh, no, go back. Did not capitalize. The zip. Don't know St. Cloud zip. And then just give any number that you want. And then an email. If the customer has an email, once you click on this customer in the future, it'll go to their email. And again, typing this in real time so that you see what it looks like. You could also put, if they have a company name, and then a number of invoices will also show up here if there are multiples. Again, very critical that you remember, lower right-hand corner, save the customer to the database, otherwise it will delete that person. Okay, so now we have a current customer, and we can click on any of these, right? Let's just say we wanted Jane Doe for the next one. That's been saved, it's all fine, we're all good. So next, what we're going to do is create your very first invoice. This would be a new one because Jane Doe is a brand new customer. We've already chosen the customer, that's Jane Doe. Now we're going to create an invoice for Jane Doe. Let's say in this scenario, it is the exterior of a home. Now, let me go back. The first set of categories is set up by exterior, living, bedroom, kitchen, bathroom. And then I have some specialty categories below: pressure washing, handyman services, and then custom services is whatever you want to choose and change labels on. So if, for instance, what you need is not in any of the exteriors, livings above, you can go to custom services and create your own specialized labels and services within those. But let's just say this one's handyman services because that's who we are. We're going to click on a little bit of carpentry, and let's just say this is one. This is going to cost $125, and we are going to replace fascia. On house. Now let's just say it's 8 feet. Okay. Now, below, you could create your own areas down here. So if you hold on, say that custom price 2, if you hold down there, you can change that label to whatever you would like. You can call this fascia replacement. And there, it's done. So any of these you can add custom areas to at any point in time, okay? Add your own prices to whatever. So in this case, let's say we're finished. Let's just say next. Now look at the invoice. You have a camera at the top, you have a save button, you have a home button. You also have below the home, you have either a quote or an actual invoice. So if this is a full invoice, you're ready to go, click on invoice, otherwise it's going to be a quote. You can either print or email this, and the customers or the contractor's logo is in the middle. So there's Fix It Guy, today's date, and the total of the invoice. On the left side is your Jim's Handyman. On the right side is your customer. Make sure all that data is correct. And below, the invoice number, what you put in your category, and your notes, unit cost, and then the total cost. Once you click on either print or email, this will show up in their inbox as a PDF. That's important because PDFs are one of the most widely accepted file formats for Mac, PC, Android, iOS, Linux. Really doesn't matter. Most all of those will read a PDF. So let's just say we wanted to email this. Click on the little email button. It brings up both your email and her email out of the box. Now this would be to keep an invoice for yourself. If you don't, you just click in that box and get rid of your own. If you don't want one yourself, that's fine. It'll also come from your standard email, and then you can look. There is all the data is at the top, unit cost and all that, and then below is your actual PDF to the customer. And then you can add a message down here, regards, Jim's handyman, whatever. Okay. Anything you'd like to add, you can add that. Now notice here too, price is good for 24 hours. That's that little custom messaging we talked about when we set up your contractor profile. So that could be, you know, special times of year, invoices off, cash with order, all kinds of things. Anything you'd like, it's there. Okay. If you want, email that right away. If you don't, in this case, I'm not going to save that because I don't need it. Next important thing, the software is going to ask you, do you want to save this particular invoice to the database or not? I'm going to save it and say save, and then we can go all the way back home to the home button. Now here's what's cool. You can go back to load previous invoices. So in this case, there's Jane Doe. I only have the one in there. I could copy this, or I could modify this existing one and create another one. The purpose for that is if you do, let's say, reoccurring things for someone. Let's say you add salt to a water softener on a monthly basis. You could just copy and paste and add another invoice for the person at the end of the month, next month, quarter, whatever it is, or you can create a new one. Lawn businesses, maid service will use the same invoice a lot, and they don't want to have to reinvent the wheel each time. So you could click on modify or copy if you want, and here we go. There it is. There's the last service that you did. You can change that or keep adding to it. So very friendly, very quick and easy.